they'll run it here. And some space here. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They are going for it. It's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Geno Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figured on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out. I'll keep handing them the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Smith. It's complete to Flater. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Throwing now is Gino. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. They'll sneak it, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Geno Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Over. Hurry up.
Manziel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Now let's go!
Here's Manziel. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Manziel. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After the interception, here's Smith. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Geno on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Kiko Alonso from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got a man, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Paul Kruger, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Go. No. Check, Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back. Now he's hit, and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first...
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Devon Kennard in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Manziel. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Manziel. It's caught by OBJ. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New York first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Here's Manziel. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down. 15 yards there for number 15.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read. But
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now, Smith. Left side and caught by Flainer. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are.